This week on your Newsroom. Black History Month is just getting started. We give you an inside look at the Statesboro campus Black History Month kickoff.
The women's basketball team brought back the momentum this week. We give you the rundown.
The Miss Georgia Southern pageant took place this last week on campus. This is a story you don't want to miss.
Plus, with a newly developed rideshare app designed exclusively for students is coming to campus.
If it matters to you, it matters to us. And it all starts right now. Hey everyone, welcome to your Newsroom. I'm Kewan Humphreys.
And I'm Nakaya Harris. Black History Month is a national celebration of Black culture, people, and events in history. The Office of Multicultural Affairs kicked off Black History Month on the Statesboro campus last week. I was there and filed this report. Black History Month began on February 1st, and Georgia Southern University recognized the annual celebration by hosting a kickoff on Wednesday.
If you identify as Black or African American or African, you can come and celebrate those things. But if you don't identify as such, it gives you the opportunity to come and ask questions and be inquisitive in a safe space full of love, wisdom, and culture.
Food was provided, games were played, poetic guests showcased their talents, and organizations presented their specialties. Reese says events like this one involves a lot of work, but it is his goal to make sure students are wanting to come back for more.
It takes a whole lot of planning, as you could imagine. I mean, you are having to line up entertainment and catering and vendors and technology, making sure people know about the marketing of the event. You have to make sure people want to come out and celebrate, right?
If interested in participating, GSU students should stay on the lookout for the upcoming Black History Month events on campus.
We have a Black Hair Expo. We have a Lunch and Learn series with Black in Politics, Black in Corporate America. We have a Black History Trivia Bingo Night. We have one of my favorite events that I've never been to, but I'm excited about. It's called Shine, Black Girls Shine.
Reporting in Statesboro, Nakaya Harris, your Newsroom. To find more information about the Black History Month events, follow the Office of Multicultural Affairs on their Instagram at @GS_OMA.
Thanks, Nakai. After a couple of tough losses, the women's basketball team was able to bounce back this past week. I put together this update for you.
After dropping the two previous games, the Georgia Southern Eagles women's basketball team bounced back with two home victories this week, including a 72-61 win versus the James Madison Dukes on Saturday at home. Saturday's matchup was very important for the Eagles as they sat 2 games behind the Dukes in the Sun Belt standings. It was an absolute battle throughout the first half, and Georgia Southern went into the break with a 2-point lead after Taryn Ward shot right before the buzzer. The Eagles carried that momentum into the second half as they outscored the Dukes 21-13 in the third quarter to take a 10-point lead going into the final period. An early fourth quarter run by the Dukes cut the Eagles' lead down to 3 with 3:57 left in the game. Georgia Southern responded with a 12-4 run to close out the game. Coach Howard talked to me about what it took to come out with the win in Saturday's game.
I thought we needed to play with energy and effort today, and I think we did that. One of our keys was rebounding, which we lost the rebound war, but I thought we competed and battled on the boards against a very strong opponent. We wanted to make every shot they took tough, and so I thought we did that for most part of the game. We withstood their run, but I was pleased with our poise under the pressure.
Several Eagles starred in Saturday's game, including Taryn Ward, who finished with a game-high 25 points, and Janiyah Lovehill, who finished with 11 points and 6 assists on the game. I was able to catch up with her after the game.
We're going to take in these dubs and then get right back to it on Monday, celebrate for a little bit, and get right back to work. I think we got Old Dominion coming up. We lost it in the first time, so we got a little chip on our shoulder.
Georgia Southern will look to carry the momentum from this week into next week as they take on Old Dominion University in Appalachian State on the road.
We got to make sure we bottle up whatever we had here, pack it in our suitcase, and make sure we do that on the road as well.
Tell us, Kewan, how important were the 2 wins from last week for the Eagles?
The 2 wins were very important for the Eagles. They kept them within striking distance of a top seed in the Sun Belt Conference. After this past week, the Eagles now sit 3 games back from top of the conference.
Awesome. Thanks for that. The Miss Georgia Southern pageant is an annual event on the Statesboro campus. Here's your Newsroom's DeAndre Harris.
Georgia Southern University hosted their 75th annual Miss Georgia Southern pageant right here this past Saturday. Once crowned, the winner will win a cash scholarship of $2,000 and advance to the Miss Georgia pageant in June. The competition is a stamp in Georgia Southern's history dating back to 1948 as the longest standing preliminary pageant to Miss Georgia in the entire state.
I'm here to see my friend Ansley. Tonight she will be performing in the pageant and she's trying to promote her message of upcycled clothing.
The pageant includes a talent portion, impact statement, on-stage question, and lastly, evening wear.
I'm here for Miss Ansley Smith. She's a friend from my multimedia class that I took last semester, and I was looking through the UPB website to see if there was anything interesting to do this week, and I saw that, and I also heard that she was going to be in it, so I come to support pretty much.
I also had the pleasure of sitting down with one of the contestants of Miss Georgia Southern's pageant, Ainsley Smith. Although she did not win the crown, she is glad to have the opportunity to spread her cause and initiative to the audience.
The message that I wanted to send, and hopefully that everybody heard, was that we need to stop being so hesitant to make the changes that are necessary to build a more sustainable society. So really I just wanted everybody to go home seeing that it's possible to, have your style and do it in a green way.
So DeAndre, how long has Georgia Southern held the pageant?
Yes, this is the 75th time that Georgia Southern has put on this event. It's a scholarship event for women to portray their talents, their dress rehearsals, and their skills here and what they've been gifted here at Georgia Southern. This event is hosted by the University Programming Board. I'm live here at the Newsmith Building. DeAndre Harris.
Thanks so much, DeAndre. There's a new way for students to get around Statesboro. Here's your newsroom's Nia Worrell.
Students, faculty, and staff here at Georgia Southern University now have a new way to get from place to place. It's called With, and it is marketed as a closed-loop ride-sharing app, and the only way you can join is with your university's email address.
You know that when you get a ride, when you request a ride, that you're going to get somebody that is connected to your school that you trust.
Currently, close to 5,000 people are in a GroupMe that serves the same purpose called ScoopMe Statesboro, previously known as Burke Uber, where riders simply text where they will need to be picked up or dropped off, and the driver will reach out to them personally.
Just that safety feature, getting home safe. Our service runs from about 3 o'clock in the afternoon till about 2 a.m. Wednesday through Sunday, sorry.
You need your school email address to sign up. Georgia Southern is not directly affiliated with the app. To become a driver, you must have a valid Georgia Southern email address, must be at least 20 years old, and have a car that is less than 10 years old. To use With, it costs $7 per person, nearly double the amount if you were to ride with 2 or more people. It is also not available for Burke Halter residents for at least the next 2 weeks. Naira reporting for your newsroom.
Thank you for the report, Naya. Before we go, here's some events around Statesboro this week that you don't want to miss.
Tonight, you can view the Fusion 23 student exhibition featuring 3D and wearable artwork at the Rosengart Gallery downtown.
And finally, until March 31st, you can view Frankie Welsh's Americana exhibit located in the Zach S. Henderson Library.
Thank you for joining us this week for your latest updates. We encourage you to connect with us on social media at @your_newsroom.
For now, for Kiwan, and for all of us here at Your Newsroom, I'm Nakia Harris, and we'll see you next week.